Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for another weekly edition of Patriots Today Live by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper, and the Patriots, they held their second joint practice out in Minnesota, and everybody was kind of scared. I looked all over Twitter, saw Phil Perry of NBC Sports Boston talking about this might be a wake-up call for the New England Patriots. It's not going to look good. Well, they came into today and they fought, and honestly, I think they might have won this joint practice. Drake Maye looked good. Stefon Diggs looked great. And then the offensive line, wishy-washy. But overall, it was a good day for the New England Patriots. We're going to break it all down on today's show. But as we do to start every live show, shout out your city. I want to see where everybody is at. Yeah, of course. I see it. I see you, Green. Vikings channel saying they want to practice. I don't care. They're in the studio literally right across from us. And it's just not happening. That's not happening. Shout out to Nick, Ohio. Ethan Harmon saying, what up? Adventure Hawaii saying, let's go Pats. Jared out in New York, but from Vermont. Hey, as long as you're a Pats fan, Jared, rep the Pats in any state. Ethan Harmon, Prairie Farm, Wisconsin. Jose Prieto, Davenport. You Greens in Florida. Sergeant Peppers saying hello. What's good, Sergeant Peppers? Dashy May was throwing some dimes. I hope you guys saw that dime to Diggs in one-on-ones. I know you guys saw it. It was incredible. You know why the Vikings are purple, right? If you choke for 20 years, you'd be purple too. Tyrell Melton, North Carolina. Quig, Taunton, MA. King Darrell, Mississippi. Zetch saying, let's go. Dashy in Boston. Luke Neely says he's in Australia. Probably late. Very late. Or it might be early. I don't know. I love you too, Brandon. Shout out to you for joining the chat. Shout out to you. I hope you're enjoying Los Angeles. Jason Boland, so pumped. AJ Stacks, Worcester, Mass. Anytime Drake Maye did very well. Thomas Craig, Brendan, who do you think is going to get most sacks? I'm thinking Harold Landry. Thomas Craig, how about you ask that question for our mailbag using hashtag Patriots, and I'll give you my answer. Anytime. A little bit worried about the sacks. Yeah, me too. Diggs with the late hands. King Smith, let's go Pats from Northern Virginia. Mr. Lurks, we got 100 people in the chat to start the show. That is awesome. And I'll give you guys some more shout-outs. But while you're going down there, we're at 96 people, got 15 likes. So go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon. And we are 3 days away from Patriots-Vikings. I think we're 3 days away. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. A matinee day, 1 o'clock Eastern kickoff. We get to enjoy, wake up in the morning, gonna crack your beer if you're of age, and just sit there and watch the Patriots. Hopefully we'll get to see the starters, but if you're ready, go ahead and type your me's on the chat. Dashy, I saw the wheel route. Buddy Bear, how we doing? I'm great. I hope you're doing well, Buddy Bear.
Alper. We got a challenge today. So we've been doing the chat message challenge over the last few weeks. We've been killing it. We've been absolutely killing it. Our challenge today, this is a challenge for everyone in the chat.
Everybody.
1,800 chat messages.
And when you said it to me, Jack, right before we went on air, you told me 1,798. How did we not get just 2 more to get to 1,800?
I wish I could answer that question for you. I genuinely don't know. But we are currently sitting at the time of, and this is a little delayed, but 53.
53?
53.
53.
So I want to see every single person. 107 people. If everyone typed it 10 times,
that would work. I'm not good at math.
I'm not either.
I'm not good at math. We have our new guy, Andrew, doing the producing for Patriots Today. And I hope he's enjoying it. Andrew, are you good at math at all?
I would say I used to be.
Yeah, I used to be too.
And then working in this profession, you don't use math a lot. So.
I've never heard words truer in my entire life. You don't have to use math in this profession, which is actually kind of crazy because stats are like a huge part of.
I was good at math, and I'm still good at math until you add letters to the math. Once you get into
algebra, it's over.
Once you get into that y equals mx plus b, I don't know what is going on.
Okay, so I need to see every single person in this chat spamming me right now. We 1,800. Our boss, we have weekly conversations with our boss.
Conversations.
And he's like, okay, you did great last week. Up. We need to be better this week. They're never satisfied.
Never satisfied.
They're never satisfied.
You, like the Patriots, you got to be 1% better each and every single day. You got to get better. We came in on Friday for our first watch party, and I was impressed, but I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy with the results. I liked it, but we can always get better. That's what the preseason's for, and that's what these watch parties were. That's what these live shows are for, to get better, and I want the fans to get better each. So we got to start spam. We got to get this chat going, and you guys know all about the XP. Shout out to Supernova on Friday for being that top fan. But your boy Drew, he was in second, and Supernova gave him the giveaway prize. That was a hat. So shout out to you, boy Drew. I got that shipped. I sent it to the shipping department. If you're in the chat right now, you will see it. So hopefully that gets to you quick.
I did realize something. I got some intel. So I was live on our Ravens channel yesterday. And remember how a week ago I thought, and I slacked this to the entire team, I said, I think that comments cap at 75 XP.
I thought we knew that.
That's not the case.
It's not
Yesterday
the case.
on Ravens, we had multiple people who did not super chat have 150, 200 XP. Okay. Our top fan who put in a super chat was tied with another fan who didn't put in a super chat. So it's the Wild West out here. So if you want to be our top fan, it's not capping at 75, as far as I know.
No excuses.
No excuses. Well, I found out yesterday. I was shocked. I was like, oh my gosh.
I was like, okay, well, you get 75 XP. Apparently not. So if you want to be one of the top fans, like right now, Ugri is in the lead. Ethan Harmon's in second. And I think that says, my eyes are gone, Andre in third. But if you super chat, you're probably right now going to shoot up to the top of the leaderboard. I see Matthew McKenna in here, you Green, Big Boss Dre, shout out the Best Pats podcaster. That means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm ready for the season too. Someone said to me, they said a nice shirt. If you guys could see the date, if I move it up a little bit, lift my shirt up, you could see that this is 2014. This is long, long ways away. But the Patriots, they might be back, guys. They really might be back. We still have our giveaway going on. We are going to give away a Patriots jersey of your choice. If you want a Drake Maye jersey, we can get you a Drake Maye jersey. If you want a Stefon Diggs. Christian Barmore, Christian Gonzalez, go right ahead. But this is our super chat menu, $5 to get you in a raffle ticket. This is going to be going on the whole entire month to the last live show of the month of August before we get into the regular season. So if you want to get into a raffle, $5 is one raffle ticket. We got a little deal for y'all. An extra raffle ticket, which is 3 for $10. So if you want to, you can still get into our raffle going on. And we got three cuts for you guys today. I was trying to give 3 episodes, 3 cuts. We got joint practice takeaways, talk about the Patriots and the Vikings, and it was exciting. No, Mike Vrabel, unfortunately, did not get caught up in a fight. He did not get cut up today. It would have been nice to see, but I don't want to see fights. It was in the Falcons and Titans joint practice today. There was 4 fights. I don't want to see that. It seems like they were having fun, except Jeff Okudah was not having fun while trying to guard Stefon Diggs. It was hilarious. We'll give you guys a preview. Just 5 things that I think you should look for going into Saturday's game, and then a mailbag as we end every show every single week, because I love answering you guys' questions. You guys come in with the best questions revolving the Patriots, and sometimes you have even a lot of fun with it. So speaking of the mailbag, if you want to get on our mailbag, you can either super chat. You super chat any amount of money, we'll put you on screen. It doesn't matter if it's a $2 super chat, $5, whatever it is. You can get those raffle tickets into the jersey giveaway. Patriots jerseys, they're not on sale anymore. Back to $130, but for $5, you can get in a chance to win one. But also, if you use hashtag Patriots, if you use down in the chat, any question, we'll have that on for you for today's show. Ryan asks, do we have any footage? Unfortunately, I am not allowed to put any footage on YouTube because it is someone else's and they could claim copyright or whatever the rule is, and I'm not able to show them. So I wish I could. Exactly. The feds will do a sweep really quick like they did with some of the subscribers, purging a lot of the subs that we got on Friday's watch party. But you guys, it wasn't just us. It was every single channel that we have here at Chat Sports. And it was not fun to watch. It was not fun to watch, but hopefully we still got it because you guys are doing your job right now. Doing your job. 27,000, over 500 subs. On our way to 28. It's awesome to see. But we got 123 people in the chat right now. And only 37 likes. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? You got to hit that thumbs up icon if we want to start the show, people. I want to get to at least, no, we got 120. We should get, I was going to say 60, but if you want to go 50, because I like 50%. I like a 50% chat to like ratio. See, we're already up to 42. Hit that thumbs up icon. We can start the show when we get to 60 likes because I know all 120 of you have not liked the video because if you did, we'd have 120 likes, wouldn't we? That's quick maths. You Green, I'm not going to answer that right now, but I see your question. I'm not going to give you my answer. I'm not giving you my answer. I'm not giving you my answer. It could be Malcolm Butler. It could be 28-3. I don't know. Jose Prieto says we out here. We are out there in Minnesota, baby. Well, I'm not in Minnesota. I'm in Dallas, Texas. But we got 49. 11. I always set the bar way too high for me. I like to set really high expectations. So don't expect disappointment. Hit that like button. Quig, who are we trading to the 49ers? We're trading to the 49ers. I didn't know about that. Yeah, I didn't know about that. 4 likes away. We are 4 likes away to get our show started. Talking about joint practice takeaways, people. 3 more. Who's it going to be? Who's going to be 3? 3 more. Who's going to be Pop Douglas? Who is going to be Pop Douglas? Are we going to get this going? There we go. 60. See, I said a good goal. You said 50. I was like, nah, we going 60. 60. Oh, that's a good one. What is that? Tom, I like your question, Tom. We'll have that on the mailbag. But we got to talk about these joint practice takeaways because it was very, very, very exciting and very good to see because a lot of people, they were stressing. So, if we want to get this party started, let's get this party started. Do you want to count me in or do we want to do the intro? What do you think, Jack? Because we got Andrew doing his first time producing a live show. So I hope he's excited. I'm excited to get him some reps. All right, you want to just count me in? Cool. Patriots-Vikings joint practice takeaways. Everybody was stressing going into today. This is where they were at. They were in Minnesota. They were enjoying themselves. It's still beautiful weather out there before it gets freezing cold. But we had our second joint practice of the day. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. We got some takeaways to go over, and everything except for one thing on the Patriots was pretty much positive. And that's why I'm going to come out and say it, that this was probably a good win, a practice win for them. If you ask any Vikings fans, they're going to probably say, no, we won the practice, but isn't that how everything works? Mike Vrabel did speak before practice, and he did not say if the starters will play. I kind of expect the same exact situation that happened last week to happen this week. He said, if you're healthy, you're going to play. If you're not healthy, like Carlton Davis, like Christian Gonzalez, those guys will not play. Kendrick Bourne, probably not going to see on the field as he didn't practice this week. Jalen Polk, you're not going to see. But Drake Maye, kind of your starters. I don't even know if Ramondre Stevens is going to play because we'll get into that in a second. TreVeyon Henderson, we might see Stefon Diggs as he was a full participant in camp today. But here's your kind of day one joint practice absences and the players that didn't participate. There's a couple guys in here that was expected, like Christian Gonzalez. Ramondre Stevenson did show up with an injury that said he suffered during the Washington Commanders game. You have Hunter Henry, Kendrick Bourne. I think Hunter Henry was just a kind of a rest day. Marte Mapu, Jelani Tavai, Jalen Polk, Terrell Jennings, a lot. And I mean a lot of guys were out. DJ James and Elijah Ponder, and the players that weren't spotted. Bourne, Polk, Jennings, Mapu, and Jelani Tavai. Now, I was talking to the bosses, And they were like, Brett, you're not getting enough likes on your videos. You're getting a lot of views. The Patriots fans are showing up to your videos, but they're not showing out. You guys aren't hitting that thumbs up icon. So they challenged me to get at least 300 likes on today's video. And I said, that is a cake. Because the Patriots fans, when they want to show up, they will show up. So if you're ready for the Patriots season to start, if you're excited for this second preseason game, go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 300 on today's video. It's joint practice days, and this is an exciting, exciting day. First takeaway, and it is the absolute burners. I put the 3 emojis on there because Stefon Diggs was lighting it up. And we didn't see him be a full participant in practice when it was last week against the Washington Commanders. It was kind of, hey, we're getting used to getting back into football. He did tear his ACL for crying out loud. But first joint practice where he was a full participant, and right off the bat, he was making his name known. I was sitting there trying to look up everything, and the Vikings reporters were actually tweeting out videos, which was awesome to see. And the Vikings host, Patrick Seatman, yelled over to me and said, Diggs looks incredible. This is unbelievable. As you know, he's a former Minnesota Viking himself. But this is just one picture that I'm going to grab for you guys. And this was one-on-ones. Yeah, Jeff Okudah, he tried to cook him. He tried to jam him at the line of scrimmage, and Stefon Diggs burned him. And then there was another play, which he just outran the entire, just a full-on go route, beautiful ball right in the bread box from Drake Maye. And this comes from Doug Kide. Like, Patriots wide receiver Stefon Diggs easily got the most separation during one-on-ones. It's awesome to see. And then once you started in team drills, 11 on 11s, Drake Maye hit Stefon Diggs right in the middle of the zone for a completion on their first rep of 11 on 11s. This duo is going to be so dangerous. And I think that Diggs could get probably 100 targets, maybe more. Hopefully, what I'm hoping happens is that the Patriots get their first 1,000-yard receiver since 2019 when Julian Edelman happened. But when you see this connection going and you see the chemistry that's there, it really looks like these guys are just intertwined and it's going to be successful. I hope he plays on Saturday because I want to see at least one drive of Stefon Diggs. And speaking of Drake Maye, I would say it's probably his best practice yet. He was doing one-on-ones, and he did, unfortunately, throw an interception. But overall, it felt like Drake Maye was just on point with every single throw. There was one throw where he overthrew Efton Chisholm on a flea flicker. I wish Efton Chisholm needs to be a little faster, in my opinion, but he was off his back foot. Drake Maye could have planted it. It's neither here nor there. It's one rep. It was a trick play. It was cool to see. But these are just some of the plays that we had on joint practice. Like, they were lighting up this Minnesota Vikings defense like it was just a playground at recess. 70-yard touchdown to Henderson, to TreVeyon, to end the practice. It was on a wheel route. There's video of it. It was a beautiful throw, and he just breaks the defense. 50-yard touchdown to Matt Collins, and Matt Collins was absolutely, he gets into the end zone and just punts the football into the stands. He said, I needed the energy. We needed more energy. 25-yard throw to Pop Douglas, which was nice, and then a 30-yard touchdown to Kayshon Boutte. Now, it was Drake Maye looking really good. The offensive line, though, it was probably the worst practice that you could see the offensive line because it was problems from all over the front. Everybody wants to talk about Will Campbell. And when it comes to Will Campbell, he did struggle. I won't put that past him. He struggled a little bit. It wasn't his best practice. He let up a bunch of sacks. But this offensive line needs to get better because once you get into actual game film or once you get into game mode, you're not allowed to tackle during these types of practices. Once you get contact, those sacks are going to turn into sacks. Unlike Drake Maye trying to make plays with his legs, it's going to turn into sacks. And this was from Andrew Callahan, where you could see, like, Drake Maye opened 10 for 14, dropped interception, but likely 4 sacks. Will Campbell allowed 1, possibly 2. Demario Douglas lost a fumble, given a turnover with constant pressure. Score the initial team period as a win for the Vikings. But throughout the entire practice, Maye was still able to handle the pressure. And the Vikings defensive backs just didn't look good. That's why Matt Collins was able to break coverage and get a deep ball for a touchdown. That's why TreVeyon Henderson was able to get a wheel route. It was a good day for the offense with the skill positions. It was a bad day for the offensive line. And Drake Maye, he handled that pretty well because overall, Drake Maye had a good day. He did throw an interception on one-on-ones, but when it came to 11 on 11, 7 on 7 team drills, overall pretty good. 16 for 25. I always put no interceptions because I don't like to see an interception. JJ McCarthy, yeah, he floated one up, and it was super funny to see because Marcus Jones came down for an interception. We'll get into the defense in just a little bit. But Drake Maye, I'm getting excited. He looks cool, calm, and collective. Got a will to win. If you know that reference, please go down in the comments. It's hilarious. It's a basketball reference. But I really am starting to drink the Kool-Aid on Drake Maye, on just how composed he looks, and specifically how accurate and just the connection that he has. We saw the offseason workouts between them and the wide receivers, and it really seems like this offense is coming together to be possibly a good team in 2025. Do you think Drake Maye is a top 10 quarterback, though? This is where the hot takes start. And Jack Sparrow, the host of Steelers Talk for Chat Sports, had Drake Maye listed as the 16th quarterback. And I agree with that right now. By the end of the season, if he goes off, if he throws for 25 touchdowns, his line is 19.5. So if you want to go get on that right now, minus 110 odds, take that odd. But if you think he's a top 10 quarterback, type 1 for yes or type 0 for no down in the comments section. My next takeaway, I don't even know if this is a battle anymore. TreVeyon Henderson just might be wide receiver or running back 1. He might be the starting running back right going into week 1. I know if you go find a video, I'll talk about how I was not impressed with this pick. I wanted a wide receiver, but man, am I eating my words. He got a lot more reps today because Vrabel said that Ramondre Stevenson is dealing with an injury that he suffered during the Patriots preseason game against Washington. He did not practice in the walkthrough on Monday. He did travel with the team, but he didn't practice today. But when you have TreVeyon Henderson stepping in his place, holy shit. Here's one play. Like, this was a 70-yard touchdown, and there's video of it. Hits TreVeyon Henderson on a 70-yarder. Henderson picked up 60 yards. You just see his speed. He is one of the fastest guys I've ever seen the Patriots have at running back. He's a speed demon. When he catches the ball, he just takes off. And not only is he good at receiving, at running, he's also good at picking up blitzes. This comes from Evan Lazar. It was an outstanding blitz pickup by Henderson to give Drake Maye time to find Pop Douglas get open on an out route, and it was the best play of the day for the Patriots offense besides the Holland coverage bust. If Henderson is doing that now, and he is picking up blitzes, he is finding holes in the defense to be able to be a pass catcher like we've seen in the past. I watched the 28-3 comeback last night. I watched all the highlights, and I was just like, man, I was watching James White, and I was like, oh, I hope TreVeyon Henderson is like this. But in just a few months, it really feels like Henderson has become more reliable than Ramondre Stevenson. And Ramondre fumbled. He fumbled in that scrimmage. And now that he's gotten hurt, Henderson's going to get his time and his reps to be with that starting unit. He might prove to the Patriots, he might prove to McDaniels and to Vrabel, I should be the starting running back 1 going into week 1 and have Ramondre be that number 2 guy. So it's possible, and I think we really have a battle here going into the season. I'll ask you guys, what do you think? Should Henderson start at running back? Do you think it should be Henderson, or do you think it should be Ramondre Stevenson? You let me know. Go down in the comments right now, type yes or give me a no. I don't know, man. I'm going to go with yes. I've seen enough from Henderson where it really looks like he should be the running back 1 for this Patriots team. Going to get to my final breakdown of this Patriots joint practice, but I got to tell you about this deal going on for 40% off. This is about $33 when it's originally $55. Chatsports.com/Patriots hoodie. You can get this cutoff hoodie. You know that Belichick used to always love the cutoff sleeves. I love wearing hoodies. I wear it all the time. It's really hot in the studio, so I'm not going to wear it. But what would be perfect? A cutoff hoodie. And if you want to be wearing it, Gillette Stadium from September and October, where it's a little chilly but still warm enough out, get yours today. Chatsports.com/Patriots hoodie. We'll have that in the comments and description of today's video. My last takeaway. I still cannot talk about the defensive backs yet because Christian Gonzalez and Carlton Davis aren't practicing. You did have an injury or did have an interception from Marcus Jones, but the defensive line is just swarming. They are getting to this defense. They are getting to this offensive line bad, and it felt like JJ McCarthy really felt the pressure going into today. This was Doug Codd. He talked about good pressure from Milton Williams, Kayvon Chason, Harold Landry, Keon White during Patriots-Vikings 11-on-11s. And then after, I was looking at every single person that got a sack today. And there was a ton. 7 of them. K'Lavon Chaisson, Milton Williams, Keon White, Harold Landry, Jeremiah Farms. Even Anthony Jennings was getting in there. Isaiah Aiton. This defense is going to be a top 10 defense. And when you have K'Lavon Chaisson, Milton Williams, Keon White, Harold Landry, and Christian Barmore didn't get into the defense. He didn't have a sack here. That is a guy that's going to be a top 5 defensive tackle in this league. And you have all of these guys that can just swarm. It's going to look really, really, really good for this Patriots team. And I'm excited, man, because this is looking really good. The defense looks good. The offense is connecting. Stefon Diggs doesn't even look like he tore his ACL. Doesn't look like that at all. He looks fast, like the fastest guy on the field. He was cooking everybody. It is, the vibes are immaculate right now. And my final thoughts? Final thoughts for everyone saying this practice would be tough. And I'm speaking to you, Phil Perry, and even Ben Volen, the Patriots antagonist who always talks bad about them. Eat your words, because the Patriots are looking good. And whatever Vikings fans want to say, I say the Patriots got the best of this defense. Best of this Vikings team going into today. But we got another practice going on tomorrow. That's going to do it for the latest edition of Patriots Today by Chat Sports. If you want to see all those videos from Patriots training camp, if you want to talk to me about the Pats, my DMs are open at @TheRealAlper on Twitter, at @TheRealAlper on Instagram. And as always, let's go Pats. Cool. It is hot in here, man. It is hot in here. 257 people in the chat. Woo! Old Man Mob, why do so many Patriots fans hate Mac? Because he's weird. That's the sole reason, man. That's it. That's the only reason. The fact that he's barefoot, the fact that he doesn't like house cats, the fact that he doesn't use elevators. He's an odd man, and he's never really come into his own as being a top guy, top receiver in the NFL. Hopefully he can break out this year. I mean, he had Josh Allen as his quarterback last year, and he really didn't do much. Didn't do much at all. So I understand why people hate him. Or people, I wouldn't say hate him. No Patriots fan hates anybody on their team unless it's Kyle Arrington or back in the day. Oof. But back-to-back competitive. Yeah, I remember. Oh, Nikhil. Do I remember the Eagles joint practice from last season? That was pathetic. And that right there, that practice, I was off the team after that. I was like, this team is not good. I'm not going to have fun watching it. I said, don't play Drake Maye at all because this team's going to be terrible. You're going to ruin his confidence. Just have him sit for the whole year. Have Jacoby Brissett start, have him suck, get a good draft pick, and we reassess in 2025. Well, I was wrong once again. But this year, I feel like we're really, really, really going to be competitive. Got our mailbag still coming up for the third part of the show. So if you want to get on our mailbag, use #Patriots with any question that you have. You could also super chat to get on the show. And if you super chat, $5 gets you a raffle ticket. $10 gets you 3 raffle tickets. So if you want to get on in for the raffle, the month-long raffle to get in for a Patriots jersey, it can be anybody. Even if you want a Tom Brady jersey, they revealed the statue, and I love it. Wish you would have been holding that Lombardi, but I wish you can't get always what you wish for. But if you want to get in, use #Patriots or super chat. Dobbs, 2 picks, terrible. He's bad. He missed Efton Chisholm on a nice ball. The Patriots might have a backup quarterback problem. And if Ben Wooldridge looks good, he might take over. But that's why you need to protect Drake Maye.
I'm seeing a lot of fantastic questions in this chat, but I'm not seeing any of them with #Patriots. That question on Josh Dobbs would be a fantastic question for the mailbag. I see KJ. What position do you see us picking up in the first round next year? Put #Patriots in that comment. That's a great question for the mailbag. Get those questions in. Ask as many questions as you want. But the only caveat is using #Patriots. I think we've got like 4 questions right now that we think are good for the mailbag. We need more. So use #Patriots. Also, I'm going to give an update on the chat rate real quick. We are at 499 chat messages.
Got to be better than that. Got to be better with the #Patriots, and you can type it however you want. Just if you want to type it like that with the capital P, if you want to type it in all caps, if you want to type it in all lower caps. But you got to use #Patriots. Got to use #Patriots. Because if you don't use hashtag Patriots, we can't filter it and we can't see it. So we can't get it on the show. There you go, old man mob. Shout out to you. I saw at the beginning of the chat that our one guy, Tasobi, who is from another country, he said this is a very, very special live stream for me. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but I want to see why. Oh. Ooh. I'll give you a happy birthday once we get to that time. My birthday's not for another 3 months. Where I turned 28. Way too old. Old man mob. Old man mob, I made a whole video about that yesterday. Did you see it? Amanda Bailey, that's awesome. Stefon Diggs and Drake Maye's signature. Were they nice people? Were they nice people? I have to ask, because Drake Maye, after practice today, he went to a charity event that was on the other field. He was just getting in there. Oh, you're all good. You're all good. But, I mean, that is also a question, so we can go over that during the mailbag.
Ladies and gentlemen, like I've already mentioned, we are currently at, let me get a little update here, 503 chat messages. The goal today is 1,800, so spam those me's in the chat.
Spam it if you're ready
Spam them
for
in the chat.
Patriots-Vikings, because I can guarantee you it's not going to be another 48-18 blowout. The Vikings team, they're going to come to play. They played pretty well against the Texans. So spam those me's if you're ready for a competitive game. Tyree Vaughn, I'm funny. I try to be, man. KJ, did that show up? Hashtag page. I see it. That will not show up. Okay, you got KJ. That's a great question. That's an amazing question, but you got to put the hashtag and the Patriots together. Hashtag and the Patriots together. Before we get into our second, where I'm going to preview the Vikings-Patriots game, just give you a little reminder, we have a raffle going on for the whole entire month of August if you want a Patriots jersey. $5 super chat to get a raffle ticket, or $10 super chat to get 3 raffle tickets. We're going to do a duck race at the end of the month on our last live show, and the winner will get a customizable Patriots jersey of their choice. If you wanted it to say your own name on it, we can do that for you. If you want to go Alper, like, I don't know, maybe, go ahead and use that. Go ahead. All right. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the Patriots and Vikings. I'm going to give you guys just 5 things that I'm going to be watching for. And if you're a diehard Patriots fan like I am, you probably know exactly what to look for when it comes to this Patriots team, because there's a lot of things that I love watching about it. And specifically, I think you know, a running back in particular, because he is an absolute dog. Absolute dog. I'm looking forward to this game right here. And it's a bat-and-aid game. You get it over with, and you have the rest of your Saturday to enjoy. And if you win, you get to celebrate. And if you lose, you get to go your whatever you want to do with your sorrows. That is what you want to do. KJ, there's a space in between it. You got to take away that space. You have to take away that space. Yes. Quig got a question in, Mr. Quigley. Yeah, but all right. You guys can count me in, and we'll talk about previewing the Patriots versus the Vikings. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And on Saturday, the Patriots hit the field once again for their second preseason game of the 2025 NFL season, and they're taking on the Vikings. The Vikings, they made the playoffs last year. They looked really good, but they have a new quarterback coming in with JJ McCarthy. Probably only going to see him for a drive or two. But it's going to be an interesting day for New England. And like last week, I gave you guys a preview of what to watch for in that game against the Commanders. So this week, I figured Why don't we do the same? Except last week I gave you guys players. This week I'm going to give you guys 5 things to look for Patriots-Vikings on Saturday. It's a matinee game, 1 p.m. kickoff, and I will be live. We will be live for the game, so make sure you tune in. But I'll give you guys another reminder. Gave it to you guys last week. I'll give it to you next week against the Giants, because you already know, death, taxes, Patriots playing the Giants in the preseason. It just always happens. But this is preseason. Everybody needs to calm down. I know I've been drinking the Kool-Aid a little too much of just how good they look. It's preseason. You're only going to see the starters for probably 2 to 3 drives. And if it's a loss, it's not that big of a deal. If it's a win, even if it's a 48-18 win, it's not the biggest deal. You got to do it on the field once the games actually mean something. So let's get into it. My first thing to watch for, and I mean, it's without a doubt, TreVeyon Henderson again. And we didn't even see a lot of TreVeyon Henderson in week 1 of the preseason. But my God, did he make it known. Opening kickoff. Takes it for 100 yards for a touchdown. Put on the burners. We saw him, I think, catch a couple passes. And then there was just 1 carry from him. And shout out to the offensive line. Shout out to Will Campbell. Shout out to Jared Wilson for getting that block, and he went for 18 yards. You could see the speed. You could see him reading, being a little patient, waiting for that hole to open. He looks like a running back number 1, and I've talked about maybe there could be a running back battle on our hands. But I'm interested to see just how many snaps he will get. Last week, it was just 2 drives with the starters. And when you're a rookie running back, I'm not going to say it's going to take you a little bit to get in rhythm, but you don't want the running back to get hurt. Because what we saw last week with Ramondre Stevenson, where he had 7 carries instead of 1, like TreVeyon Henderson, he got hurt. We don't know what the injury is. They gave an update where he didn't show up to practice on Monday, and then when you got to joint practice against the Minnesota Vikings on Wednesday, he was not in. He was there. He was practicing on the sidelines without pads on, but he was not in full team drills. Mike Vrabel didn't say what it was. He said it would be short term. It's nothing serious, but that's why you don't want to play your running backs that much because they could get hurt. So I expect, especially since how good TreVeyon Henderson has been, they've seen enough. They've seen enough. They'll save him for the regular season. I'll ask you guys, though, because I think we have a running back battle on our hands. And I think TreVeyon Henderson, now he's getting the first team reps with Ramondre out. This could be really big on our hands. So who do you think is going to be the starter? Ramondre or TreVeyon Henderson? Type RS for Ramondre or type TH for TreVeyon. Second thing I'm looking at is the offensive line, because if we saw what the offensive line did during last week, it was decent, but I want it to be better. And then in joint practice, it really didn't look good. They let up about 6 sacks. Will Campbell let up a couple of them. But I'm hoping that Morgan Moses can get back into rhythm and not just sit there just waiting. You see right here, Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, Garrett Bradbury, Mike Onwenu, and Morgan Moses are your starters. You're going to see Marcus Bryant get in there a little bit. Hopefully Ben Brown will get there at center, get some reps. But I'm really specifically looking at how the starting 5 is going to be. Because when it comes to what we saw during training or during the joint practice, that was where it really kind of didn't look the best. It was Will Campbell letting up a little bit, Drake Maye making a little bit with his legs. But in that first preseason game, guess what? PFF, they graded him the top guy in the NFL for rookies. 85.4 PFF grade, 8 pass blocking snaps, big goose egg, 0 pressures allowed. He did have a couple pancakes. I think a couple guys beat him, but nothing where it was a pressure allowed. I want to see Will Campbell get as many snaps as possible. I want to see him get as many reps as he possibly can. Going from college to the NFL is a big transition, and if he only plays 2 snaps, or not 2 snaps, if he only plays 2 drives, I'm a little concerned about that because once you get into the actual game speed with the starters, playing every single play on the field when you get into the regular season, he might not be used to that. It's a big difference between, I know it's SEC, big difference between that and the NFL, so I'd like to see him get at least a whole quarter in, maybe even a half. I would expect that, but I think they just want to keep him a little bit healthier. Also looking at starting center Garrett Bradbury. Is he going to be our starter going into week 1 against the Raiders? Because there's been rumors that Ben Brown could take that spot over. He was very, very, very engaged, energy against the joint practice against the Vikings, and you kind of expected that when He used to play for the Vikings, for crying out loud. Well, on that Henderson 70-yard touchdown, he was that first guy to be there celebrating with the running back. So he is taking this seriously. And I'm looking forward to just see him getting more reps with this team because he's also new. But if you look at this picture from last week, where's the defense? They're not getting to Drake Maye. He's standing back there looking good. So can we please have this same exact picture happen against the Vikings? Can we please look protected? There's no one there. Everybody is getting their guy one-on-one, and it's beautiful to see. And I'm hoping, praying that this is going to be a sign of what we have to come for the Patriots in 2025. And, of course, when we have that game on Saturday against the Minnesota Vikings, we will be live at 12 p.m. Eastern, an hour before kickoff, breaking it all down, telling you what to look for, some of the players, what happened at the joint practice on Thursday. We're going to be talking all about it. So make sure that you subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss out because it's an early game. You might forget. Turn on your notifications when you subscribe, have that ding, and you can see, oh, the Patriots are playing. Got to tune in to Patriots Today. Third takeaway, or third one to watch for, is the wide receivers. I don't know if we're going to see Stefon Diggs. I really don't know if we're going to see Stefon Diggs. But I'm expecting a lot out of Kayshon Boutte. I'm seeing a lot out of our guy, Efton Chisholm. You know Kendrick Bourne is not going to be playing. You know that probably we're not going to see Jalen Polk because he's still hurt. But Pop Douglas is going to get some reps. Yeah, Kendrick Bourne is listed as wide receiver too because that's the Patriots depth chart. I don't agree with it at all. Kayshon Boutte is it. But I expect to see Matt Collins back on the field because he's now fully healthy. He's practicing full-time. I'm looking at Kyle Williams. I'm looking at Efton Chisholm. I'm looking at Javon Baker because those three guys are your kind of new, well, Baker's fighting for a roster spot, so is Efton Chisholm. But Chisholm and Williams are your two rookies, and I'm looking specifically at those guys to get more reps. We saw Williams last week, and he was looking fast, but he did not get the ball because Josh Dobbs couldn't get him the ball. Hopefully Ben Wildrich can get the ball. Maybe both of them can get some reps in the first drive with Drake Maye. Just get some quarterback because look at what Chisholm did during practice. Yeah, that's Efton Chisholm making the play, jumping up, going up and grabbing it. That's what he can do, and I'm excited to see that. I want to see it happen on the field, and I want to see a quarterback who can get in the ball because Josh Dobbs missed Kyle Williams on a perfect slant over the middle for a touchdown, and it pissed me off. It really did. And when it comes to Baker, I think he's secured his roster spot because now with Marcellus Dial out, he is that gunner. He is now your other gunner next to Brendan Schooler. So I'm excited to see what Baker can do at the special team spot because he made a lot of good tackles going in against that Commanders game. And I'm sure they saw it, and they're probably going to play him at it again because he said it. You put me anywhere on the field, and I'm going to try my ass off, and I'm going to try to make this team be productive. I like that about Baker. I know he celebrates a lot, but I'm excited to see him at special teams. Going to get to the rest of the things to see going into Saturday, but you got this deal going on right now. $32.99 for this Patriots cut-off hoodie. I need to get more gear. This shirt is from 2014. That's the season. And I need to get on this deal, and you do too. Chatsports.com/PatsHoodie. You can have that in the comments and description of today's video. It's a cutoff hoodie. You can wear it while you're working out. You can wear it while you're out. Well, it's still a little chilly, but it's still a little warm. I'm not going to have you wear it once it gets to December, but we're not in December. We're in August, and you can still wear that. We're long. So get it while supplies last. Chatsports.com/PatsHoodie. Another thing to watch for, and it's particular, Kyle Dugger. And we've talked about Kyle Dugger a lot on this channel since this week because we didn't expect it, but it's come. And I talked about it a lot throughout the season, or throughout the offseason, that he could be a potential trade candidate. He could be a potential cut candidate. And everybody in the comments were like, Brett, he's been a dog this whole entire time. No, that's never going to happen. Well, on Monday, when the practice happened, Kyle Dugger was running with the second team. He has been demoted. He lost his starting spot. And Mike Vrabel talked about it at the joint practice before practice against the Vikings, and he said, look, you earned your spot, and those other guys have earned their spot. Kyle Dugger, he needs to play better. He needs to practice better to get his spot back. That's what Mike Vrabel said. And Jalen Hawkins, Jabril Peppers, and Craig Woodson all passed him in the starting defense. He is now the fourth safety. So not even your guy that's going to sub in. No, fourth, because Jalen Hawkins is the guy that's rotating. It's just kind of crazy to me how far Kyle Dugger has fallen at this point. D2 prospect coming out of Lenore-Rhine. Shout out to them. My cousin went to school there, and he was a dog coming out 2021, 2022, 2023. He was playing really good. Last year, he fell off a little bit. No, he had a couple injuries, but he cannot guard. And then I compared the two because I saw Kyle Dugger playing in the second half, and that is never usually good for a vet and a starter. Here's your snaps. Jalen Hawkins, 27 snaps, 2 tackles, 72 PFF grade. Then you had Kyle Dugger, 18 snaps, 0 tackles, 56.4 PFF grade. And a lot of people were talking about if he could be trade bait, which I 100% think he could be trade bait. You can't cut him. It would be $14 million in dead cap, and the Patriots do not want to take on that cap space. They do not want to take on that dead cap, so you have to look for a trade candidate. And if you see a lot of Dugger on Saturday, if you see a lot of him playing on the field in the second half, in the third and fourth quarter, they're trying to build trade value for this guy. They're really trying to build trade value for Dugger. And I don't know if he's going to be on this team. I really don't. I think it's a big possibility that they're going to look forward to moving him before the season starts. And we'll find out August 26th on Cutdown Day. I'll ask you guys. Predict it. Will Kyle Dugger be traded? I'm going to go with yes. I think just with how the Patriots have used him in the recent works, I think he's going to get traded. Go down in the comments. Give me a Y for yes or an M for no if Dugger will be traded. And the fifth one, it's got to be the kicker battle. Because the question that everybody's asking, do the Patriots have 2 kickers? Do they have 2 kickers? It is up to Mr. Andy Borregales or John Parker Romo. And nobody can decide. Nobody knows who is going to win this kicker battle because one day it looks like Andy Borregales is the guy, and the next day it looks like John Parker Romo is the guy. They truly have no idea who it's going to be. And I have it right now in my depth chart. I have Andy Borregales as your kicker. And I said, you traded for him, or not traded for him, you drafted him in the 6th round. You got to pick who's that guy that is going to be drafted because you drafted him for a reason. But you had the special teams coordinator, Jeremy Springer, come out and talk about it. And then he said, this won't be a tiebreaker about him being drafted. He said it doesn't matter if you're drafted or undrafted or if we picked you up in free agency. Coach Vrabel's message is very clear. You got to earn your role. And if you earned your role through consistency, showing up every day, to me, that's the guy that's going to win the job. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who they are. I thought that was a little different because Andy Borregales had a chance to, you're drafted. You don't want to waste a draft pick and just get rid of him, but that could possibly happen. And on August 11th, this was practice. Andy Borregales went 2 for 5. But also, John Parker Romo went 1 for 4. And then last week, against the Commanders, they both played great. Borregales didn't miss a kick. John Parker Romo hit a 57-yarder. 3 for 3 for both of them. But then you had today where Borregales was the sole kicker in joint practice. I expect John Parker Romo to probably be the sole kicker tomorrow or during Thursday's practice. But Borregales went 5 for 6. So we'll see what John Parker Romo does at the time of this recording because he hasn't practiced with the joint practice yet. But Borregales went 5 for 6, made a 51-yarder, missed a 54-yarder. The battle's wide open, people. It's going to go down to the final day of cut days. It's going to come down to it because if Borregales looks good in the second preseason game and Parker Romo doesn't, and then Borregales doesn't look good and Parker Romo does look good, it's just a toss-up at this point, man. I have no idea. I don't know who I want to keep. I personally don't. If you just had to, you forced me to choose, I'd choose the draft pick out of Miami. But I just hope they make the right decision because you're going to be kicking yourself in the foot if you picked Borregales and John Parker Romo goes somewhere else and he sucks and vice versa. So kicker is very important to me. It is very, 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 very important to me. I need someone who's going to be money from 50 yards. You have to have a trustworthy kicker. Remember Stephen Gostkowski, trustworthy kicker. And then Nick Folk, trustworthy kicker. Chad Ryland, not a trustworthy kicker. You need to have a good kicker. Here's my prediction, though. I'll give it a little score prediction. I think the Patriots are going to win this. After seeing them in joint practice, I think that the Patriots are going to have the upper hand. I wouldn't say they're a better team. I'll say they have better backups because it's preseason. You're only going to see Drake Maye. You're only going to see a couple of these guys for a few drives, and it's going to come down to Ben Wooldridge and Josh Dobbs. And if you looked at the Vikings backups, they didn't look good either. So I got to go with the Patriots. Give me your score prediction down in the comments, and while you're down there, go ahead and hit that sub button. We are going to be live for this game on Saturday at noon Eastern. You're not going to want to miss it. So make sure you're subscribed to Patriots Today. And as always, let's go Pats. That was an amazing kick. Yeah, it was. 57-yard. I was like, oh boy, we have a battle on our hands. A battle on our hands. Nestforce, are you concerned with our depth at O-line tackle? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. We can get into that in the mailbag. I see your questions in there. I see a lot of questions coming in. KJ, you figured it out. Shout out to you. I'm glad you figured it out. No spaces in between the hashtags. But if you use hashtag Patriots, or if you want to super chat to get on the show, to get on the mailbag, because we can't get to all your questions, but if you super chat, then we will get to it 100%. It will be the first thing that we get to for our mailbag. I see a lot of questions in there. People coming in with their score predictions. Tyree Vaughn, Pats 27, Vikings 14. Eric, 31-10. You think the Patriots are going to score a lot. If I sent in a question while you were speaking, does it still count? Of course it counts, Lord Doggo. As long as you sent in that question, we see it. We could even start the mailbag, and if you send in your question before the end of the show, there's definitely a possibility that we can get to your question. 24-21 Vikings. Don't trust Dobbs. I don't, old man, Bob. I don't. I do not. Thoughts on Hollins punting the football into the crowd? I loved it. Unfortunately, no. He was practicing. Andrew, who is our leader in the MVP battle right now? We got you, Green. I mean, it's a three-way tie. Anybody could take the lead in this. Who scouted Patriots quarterback Ben Wooldridge? The scout team. Everybody. The Patriot scouts. The Ragin' Cajun. He's solid. He's going to be he's going to be the emergency third quarterback. He's not going to make this team.
All right. You want chat rate update?
I do want a chat rate update.
You want a chat rate update? 624.
Oh, that's pathetic. That is pathetic. Everybody, I want you to spit with how good Drake Maye was at practice today, even with the offensive line not being great. Go ahead. I want to see spam your 10s. And yeah, what old man mom said, hit that thumbs up icon. But spam your 10s down in the chat. Show Drake Maye some love because he played great. And this chat is a little quiet today. We got 200 people. And last week we were at like 70. Yeah, 2,000 views, which is a lot better than usual. And I'm not seeing a lot of people in the chat. We had a goal. The boss has challenged us. CEO James Yoder was like, I need to see 1,800. You got 1,798. You got to get to the 1,800. I like that question, Nikhil, but unfortunately, I'll get to that in the mailbag. I won't spoil it now, but there's no one. There's no one. Keep spamming your 10s. I'm giving shout-outs. S.A. Morrow, Nest Forces, hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up icon. Sherrod Bright, spamming 10. Paul Harpin. KJ, no. We are not spamming for Mac 10. No. For Drake Maye. I don't care how he was as a rookie. It was fraudulent. We got fooled. We got scammed. We got bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray, run amok. No, we are not. That jersey will sit in my closet in the little cupboard for nothing, forever. Never taking it out. There's also one other jersey I will never take out ever, and that involves the number 81.
664 chats. It's just not happening today.
Nestforce, I was never a fan of him. I was never a fan of Joe Milton. I mean, he is athletic. He's an amazing, he has a cannon of an arm, but he can't read a defense, and he has one option, and that's go. He does not know how to put touch on the ball. All he does is fire laser beams. It's like if you watch baseball, if you watch Ellie De La Cruz throw to first base when he's on just a little ground out, he whips that thing 95 miles an hour. Amazing. But sometimes you got to let off a little bit. Is it weird that I had hope for Devontae? No, I had hope for Devontae Parker. I had a lot of hope for Devontae Parker.
I'm seeing 730 chat messages. I don't know. 1,800 seems impossible.
It seems impossible.
Can we at least get to a K? Is a K doable? Can we get to 1,000? We're only 300 away.
I think we could do it.
I think.
Nestforce is being a real one here.
Nestforce is being a real one.
Do we have enough questions?
I think we are in a good spot.
KJ?
I'm going to let Andrew get comfortable, make sure he's good with the questions.
Yeah,
I think
totally okay.
I've seen a lot of really good questions. I think we should be in a good spot for it, but I want to make sure that he is all ready to go.
JR the Pats fan, is Ben going to be better than May? No. No. How likely? Eric, use hashtag Patriots with that question, brother. I'm the leader of the Efton Chisholm fan club. And there's one other. If you go on Patriots Twitter, there's one other guy that says he is, and I don't believe it. I mean, we're in the same group chat. I'm in a Patriots group chat, which I've been a part of since 2016. Yeah. Time in the Buckeye. How we doing? How you become a member of Patch Chat? If you want to see how big the Patch Chat lore is, excuse me, back in like 2017 when we got really big, like everybody wanted to join it. We had 50 of us. We added Doug Kide, the Patriots beat writer, to our chat, and he stayed in for like 3 weeks. It would occasionally, what? Twitter. It was all on Twitter, and we added him to it. And then he stayed in for like 3 weeks. He would talk occasional. And to this day, if you look at what his podcast is called, it's called Patch Chat. Doug Kide's podcast is called Patch Chat. And I'm like, you really took it from... There was also a podcast back in the day I used to go on with, it was called Title Talk. I like Spillane too, Tasobi. I really do. I like Robert Spillane. He might get 100. He might get 100 tackles. Jackson Durham says, "What does your shirt say?" It says "Rule AFC," because the Patriots were AFC champions in 2014. Chisholm making the roster and over Kendrick Bourne. Spillane has the Nestforce. Yo. Terrell Melton. Yeah, I think so. Clan. I'm not going to accidentally say your first part wrong. How did Efton Chisholm do? He did good. I wouldn't say he stuck out a lot. He did get a rep with first team. The Patriots ran a flea flicker, and Drake Maye kind of threw it off his back foot and just missed him. He overthrew him. B from Ohio, Drake looked great. Diggs is unbelievable, man. This is gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. The O-line isn't as great. I mean, the O-line isn't good. I think everybody knew the O-line wasn't good, but you can't get worse than last year, Deshaun. The offensive line last year was awful. Awful. It was terrible. Lord Doggo, what kind of question is that, bro? We are not asking that one. Tyree! Shout out to Tyree coming in with a $1. He is allergic. But you know what for that, Tyree? Since you are the first super chatter, and could be the only super chatter, I'm going to give you a raffle ticket for that. We'll get you in the raffle at the end of the month. We could do it. We're doing a duck race, and you might win a Drake Maye jersey. It could be any jersey of your choice. I can't. Yeah, 6 sacks. Yes. Well, Will Campbell didn't let up 6 sacks, guys. But the offensive line let up 6 sacks. But, all right. We got our mailbag to get into. Keep giving in your questions. Hashtag Patriots. I'm not answering Lord Doggo's question. No. Oh, yeah, let's give some love to Mr. Tyree. It's no question. We can. I mean, it's no question, but. To Sobe, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Isn't there supposed to be a background on the super chat? Yeah, we can hit it quick and then get into the mailbag. How good would the Bills be if they could go back in time and not say, oh, Tyree Vaughn. I think Tyree's trying to be the top fan. But right now on my screen, I need to refresh. Tasobi is the top fan right now. W for Jack. Jack was right. But I see Tyree. Tyree is third. Tyree is third right now. W for Tyree. And W for Tasobi, the birthday. Tasobi's birthday. Top fan. Maybe they give you extra XP for your birthday. Will you be live when the Patriots find out their new jersey? How ugly that is? How ugly their jersey's going to be? Because it's the mock jersey is terrible. But I will. It is so ugly. It is so ugly, man. Gray? Tasobi says it's a bug. Quigley is now at 150. KJ, if you haven't seen, it's not the true, like, we don't know if that's the official, but it's rumored to be. I can pull it up. But I'll show it to the chat before we get into the mailbag because I hate these jerseys. You like that? Oh, don't get me started. So if you guys can see that, that is what they're like, what rumored to look like. If you guys could see that. Yeah. That's what it looks. Yeah, it's. I don't. It was really bad. That's like what I've been seeing all over. So I hope it's not true. I really do, because if it's not, you're going to see a big rant from me. But it's not going to be, I won't be a full video. It'll be like a short. I'll get a quick thing of just showing you guys what it is. Be a nice little short. Drake says. Oh, you'll see me crash out. Just tune into a watch party. It'll happen at some. Looks like something the college team. Yeah, it does. It does. But we got a mailbag. We can get into our mailbag. We're getting off track a little bit. So keep asking your questions. We got a bunch for you guys. I know you guys are asking good questions. So we can get into our mailbag, and this will be before the Patriots-Vikings game. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And the Patriots do play the Vikings on Saturday, so I thought it would be nice to give you guys a mailbag just like we did last week, earlier in the week other than Sunday, so you guys can just have your questions of what we could see between the Patriots and the Vikings and any other things that you guys wanted to know before we get into the game. So, of course, we got some good questions from everybody coming in from our chat. We're live every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. The first question coming in from Old Man Mob. Will the Pats keep 3 or 4 running backs since they keep bringing in running backs? I'm going to guess that the Patriots keep 3. And I think they're going to keep Ramondre Stevenson, TreVeyon Henderson, and then Antonio Gibson. I don't say 4. It was going to be 4 with Lan Larison, but unfortunately he got placed on IR with a broken foot. But I say they are probably going to keep 3, specifically because they're bringing back the fullback position. And if you watch the video that I posted a couple days ago, Jack Westover, the tight end out of Washington, and he's a second year, he has been getting first-team reps with the Patriots as their fullback. So I think instead of having a 4th running back on the roster, I think they're going to go with a fullback going into week 1 of the NFL season. I'll ask you guys. The game has not happened yet. Predict the score of Patriots-Vikings for me. It could be whatever score prediction. If you want to go out and say the Patriots are going to score 48 points once again, let me hear it. Go down in the comments section right now. Predict your score of Patriots versus Vikings. For me, I don't think they're going to go out and score 48 points again, guys. I would probably say that it's probably going to be, I said it was like a 24-17 type of game, but I expected a lot closer than the Commanders. The Commanders, they did say they were embarrassed, which was good for the Patriots. All right, we have Ness Force. Are you concerned with our depth at offensive tackle? I'm concerned with just the entire offensive line. That was your biggest problem about last season because you had a bunch of guys. You had Cole Strange flipping out between center when you didn't know if he was going to play or not because he was injured 75% of the year. Ben Brown, you had Darian Lowe, you had Michael Jordan. This year, you have Will Campbell, your first-round draft pick. You have Jared Wilson, your third-round draft pick, playing left guard. Your center is Garrett Bradbury, which I'm a little concerned with. Ben Brown is probably going to be your backup center. Then on right guard, Mike Owenu, not concerned with at all. He was playing left guard last year. He's moving to his original spot. I like that. And then right tackle is Morgan Moses. And I hope Morgan Moses is healthy. But basically, they haven't had any type of rotation with left tackle, the starting left tackle. Will Campbell has been in that spot this entire time. Hasn't moved. They haven't rotated him out except when it was second units coming in. But with first team, you see a lot of rotations with right tackle. And I think that Marcus Bryant is going to be that second right tackle. And if Morgan Moses isn't healthy, because he's getting up there in age, if he's not healthy, we're going to see that. But overall, I'm concerned about the offensive line as a whole, not really the specific depth that they have at that position. All right, we got Vicious Tuna, Pop Douglas, over under 1,000 yards receiving. I'm going to go under, and I'm solely going to go under because if you saw what happened in joint practice, Stefon Diggs looks good. And I mean good. I think Drake Maye might target this man a lot. We saw the first play of 11 on 11s. Drake Maye targeting Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs is probably going, if he stays healthy for all 17 games, he will get over 1,000. Pop Douglas, I see him being probably around an 800-yard receiver. I know that Josh McDaniels loves his slot receivers. So he's going to make plays where you're going to find that perfect spot in a zone where you can stop, catch it, and get a little bit of yak yards. Over under, though, I'd probably go under, but I mean, I know sportsbooks don't have his line at over 1,000. I got to check Stefon Diggs because if it's under 1,000, you take that over right now. Like, take it over because Stefon Diggs might get 80 catches, and by the way he looks, he might get 1,000. Old Belichick. Shouldn't you be talking to Jordan or whatever her name is down and get Jordan back at UNC? They played TCU the first game if you guys were interested. Biggest surprise and biggest disappointment for the Patriots. So my biggest surprise, and I didn't talk about him all of minicamp. I didn't talk about him the beginning of training camp. But it's got to be Truman Jones, the edge rusher. 5 tackles against Washington, and he was all over the field. He was swarming the ball. He could figure out exactly where the play was going and getting himself involved. And we all know about what this edge room looks like. Keon White, Harold Landry. Then you have Anthony Jennings, who I think is going for he's fighting for a roster spot. He was playing in the fourth quarter. I think you might be gone, brother. Braden Swinson and Elijah Ponder. And then you have Kaylavon Chason, who I think is definitely going to make this team. Truman Jones, though, really showed out. And he was all over the ball. And I think he's kind of earned that spot as the second edge behind Harold Landry. Biggest disappointment? I got to go with Kyle Dugger. And he's got demoted. And he just looks like he could be a possible trade candidate. On Friday's game, he played in the second half. And he was with the second unit. Didn't record a tackle. And throughout the years, you see him slowly starting to decline. 2023 was a great year for him. He did miss a bunch of games in 24-13. He still had 81 tackles, but you see the production starting to drop off a bit. Starting to drop off a little bit. And with Kyle Dugger, with the Patriots, they have a lot of safeties now. They drafted Craig Woodson. They have Jalen Hawkins. You still have Jabril Peppers. And if you see Jalen Hawkins' stats on Friday, they're looking a lot better than Kyle Dugger. He did play more snaps, which I'll give him that, but Dugger's 18 snaps, the starters, they were only playing about 8 to 9, and that's double. So they're probably looking at possibly Kyle Dugger getting some trade bait, getting some trade value to possibly look to move off of him going later this season. What do you guys think? Would you trade Kyle Dugger? Type T for trade or type K for keep? I don't want to get rid of him because he's just been a fan favorite throughout the last couple of years. I mean, he's been here for so long now. He's a veteran, but I think that the Patriots are going to look to move off of him very, very, very soon. It seems like it's going to happen. It seems like he's going to move off, and maybe some team could get him. I saw down in our chat during our live show, maybe talking about the Texans. I'm not 100% sure. But some team has to. The Patriots are going to shop. And I think they're also still shopping maybe for a wide receiver. But the way Kayshon Boutte looks, it doesn't look like it could possibly happen. The wide receiver group looks good. The defensive line looks good. Truman Jones, man, he is very big possibility where I think that he could get a big rotation throughout this defense. All right, we got Nikhil. I'm not going to butcher your last name, bro. Nikhil. Should we look for a backup on the waiver wire if Dobbs continues to suck like this? And I'll tell you straight up, Nikhil, who? Tim Boyle just got cut. You want to go sign the worst quarterback ever? No, I don't. You're just kind of stuck with Josh Dobbs. There's only one backup quarterback that's serviceable right now that's on the free agent market, and that's Carson Wentz. Do you really want to sign Carson Wentz? I don't know. I mean, Dobbs didn't look good. He didn't look good against the Commanders. He missed Efton Chisholm on a throw. He missed Kyle Williams on 2 throws. It doesn't look good. Dobbs, he threw 2 pick sixes against the Vikings in joint practice. There's not a lot of options, so you're kind of stuck with him. It's unfortunate to say, but he's your backup. Just pray, knock on wood, do whatever you need to do that Drake Maye does not get hurt. Tom! Hey, Brett, to consider Kyle Williams a successful draft pick, what would his stats somewhat have to look like? I mean, he's the 69th pick in the draft, and I'll say that going in, he's not going to be your starter. He's not your number 1. He's not your number 2. He's probably your number 3, or maybe even your number 4. I think Kayshon Boutte might be your number 3. So I would say probably around a rookie season, you're going to get involved. You're not looking to him to be a number 1. Probably around 40, 45 catches and about 600 yards, maybe 3-4 touchdowns. Nothing in particular. I'm not looking at him to be a 1,000-yard wide receiver. Now, if he develops to get better throughout the course of the season to where he puts himself in the situation as a number 2, as a slot receiver, or a number 3 over Kayshon Boutte, then yeah, I would expect 60 catches. But right now, especially where he's not particularly working with the first team, he's mainly working with Josh Dobbs. He has worked with Drake Maye a little bit, but they have their first-team wide receiver core kind of set in stone with him, with Diggs, Matt Collins, Pop Douglas, and Kayshon Boutte. Kyle Williams is kind of second, but they're going to build it. They're going to get him to develop into a top receiver. So first year, just be better than Jalen Polk, man. Just have more. Just have 4. Can you have 40 catches for me, Kyle Williams? Please, just have 40. 40. 500 yards, that would be where I would look at to be a successful draft pick. But it goes after not only 1 year, unless you're Jalen Polk, where you look terrible your first season. Dashy, since the start of training camp, Drake Maye's thrown very few interceptions. Is that a sign of him making a year 2 leap? That is a great question. And I will say it's a combination of both. It's a combination of him making that leap in year 2, and it's also a combination of that's Josh McDaniels' offense. Drake Maye is learning. He also made a bunch of bonehead decisions last season that he had 10 interceptions. He made a bonehead decision in the Commanders game. So I wouldn't say he's fully taking a leap, but with the McDaniels offense, we're going to get the ball out quick. We're going to find soft spots in the zone. We're not going to throw particularly deep routes, and we're going to go for bombs here. We're going to go for highlight plays. It's smart decisions. We're going to read through the progressions one by one by one. If that person's not open, go to the next one. Go to the next one. And if worse comes to worse, check down to your running back. That is the McDaniels offense. I think it's more of that's the McDaniels offense that has helped Drake Maye develop, and it's going to help him develop even more to get his confidence up with this offense, that he can make that leap and not make dumb decisions. We saw how Josh Allen was his first couple years in the NFL. He was turnover prone. Drake Maye look like a little bit of that in his first year. I think he's going to get better and better with the new offensive coordinator. Going to get to a couple more questions, but first, you can get this Patriots hoodie on sale right now for 40% off. Chatsports.com/Patriots hoodie. It's 40% off. It is originally like $55. You can get it right now for $32.99. But get it while supplies last. Once the sizes go out, it's not going to be on sale anymore. Chatsports.com/Patriots hoodie. We'll have that in the comments and description of today's video. KJ, how likely is Spillane to get over 120 tackles? I think it's a very, very, very good opportunity. I mean, Jelani Tavai got over 110, and he was mid last year. KJ, Robert Spillane has been one of the best players on the Patriots defense, become that leader. You saw the green dot on his helmet to start the first preseason game. He is your Mike backer, and he is all over the field. He's smart, and Mike Vrabel sees that, and I could see him being all over the field, kind of just being that captain of the defense. It's going to be very easy for him to get over 120 tackles. Old Man Mob. Could the Patriots keep 2 kickers for the first couple of weeks of the season? I don't think so, man. I really don't. You're not going to wait. Yeah, you're not going to waste another roster spot on a kicker. They're going to choose one. And I don't know who it's going to be. John Parker Romo and Andy Borgalis have both looked incredible to start their careers. I had a feeling that John Parker Romo wasn't going to come out looking hot. I was completely wrong. I thought it was Andy Borgalis' job, but this job is wide open, and it's going to come down to that final preseason game or even that final practice before August 26th where they choose who is going to be their kicker. Hopefully they make the right decision. I don't see them keeping 2 kickers on the roster. You can't waste a roster spot, especially when wink, wink, nod, nod, you're keeping 7 wide receivers instead of 6. Vrabel's burner. What does running back battle look like? Is Ramondre still number 1? I don't know. I'm going to say maybe, maybe not. It's a very, very, very good question on who's going to be that running back 1, man. You have your 3. You have Ramondre, Antonio Gibson, and TreVeyon Henderson. This is the official Patriots, unofficial depth chart, TreVeyon Henderson has already moved up to running back 2. We've seen during practice him getting first-team reps. He's not running back 3, but that is just according to the Patriots website. But on the field, you see 100% things different. TreVeyon Henderson is impressing in ways I could have never imagined a running back to impress this quick into their NFL career. First play of the preseason game, 100-yard kick return touchdown, 1 carry, 18 yards. Joint practice, 70-yard touchdown from Drake Maye on a wheel route. Then, of course, just getting better and better and better. And now, Rhamondre Stevenson has an injury. Said it's not going to be a long-term injury, but I don't expect him to play on Saturday against the Vikings, and that means that Henderson's going to be with first team. And he can pass block, he can run, and he can pass catch. And he does a lot better things than Rhamondre Stevenson. It's just going to give him more reps and more chances for Mike Vrabel, Josh McDaniels to see this offense and be like, he might be a running back 1, guys. I don't care how much Rhamondre makes. He may be the 10th highest paid running back in football, but TreVeyon Henderson is a gem. He is fast. He is smart. He can catch. He had a over-the-shoulder grab going up over a defender against joint practice. He is looking incredible. And to me, I think he could be running back 1 already. It's crazy to say, but I think he could be running back 1. You guys tell me, though. I'm going with TreVeyon. What do you think? Rhamondre Stevenson, type RS for Rhamondre, or type TH for TreVeyon? Who do you think is going to be the starter? Let me know down in the comments section. Another week and another great questions asked by everybody of the Patriots chat during our live show. So if you want to be like them, make sure you tune in every single Wednesday at 5 o'clock Eastern to join our live show, or you could also subscribe to the channel. So make sure you subscribe to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. And as always, let's go Pats. Let's go! I did see that. He said, I'm trying. Andrew, you did good. You did really good. I try. Is it Saturday yet, Quig? Yes. I need it, man. I'm getting the itch. I need my Patriots football. Yeah, you got any more of that? I've never been so excited for a season since I was a kid. And yeah, I'm 28. I was a kid when last time the Patriots were good. I was in college. It's been a long, long, long time. Is Hunter Henry? JR, I didn't hear anything other than he just wasn't at practice. I don't expect it to be anything serious. Mike Vrabel is known to give a couple of veterans rest days, and Hunter Henry is a veteran. Like, Harold Landry got a rest day. A couple other people were getting rest days. Stefon Diggs was getting a rest day. Like, mostly, I don't expect anything to be serious. I don't think anything of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's out on the practice field tomorrow. There we go, Nest Wars. Zachary Barr, Tyree Vaughn, all you guys. 77% of the people said Henderson should be the running back 1.
I mean, recency bias. He's also just good.
He's really good.
So,
Quig, I know.
Chat rate, chat message update, 1,056. I want to make one more last-ditch attempt.
Let's do it.
I'm not saying that...
Still got 150 people
I'm not
in the
saying
chat.
that we're going to get to the 1,800. We get to 1,500, 13, 14, 1,500. Last-ditch attempt, ladies and gentlemen. I want everyone in this chat to spam me at least 10 times. At least 10 times.
Spam it.
Everyone in this chat, at least 10 times. Spam me.
I see Zachary Barth, Nest Force, S.A. Moro, Meme. Yeah, Derek Q, Roy Keach. Yeah, exactly. Time to find out who all the real ones are.
It's time to find out who the real ones are. Let's see what is going on.
Let's freaking go. Let's go. Come on. Zachary Barth, JR, Roderick Palmer, Quig.
Here we go.
Oh, man, Mob. Let's see all those spams.
Let me see if I can get an update here.
Yeah, that's what I said, Deshaun. He was
1,070. Oh, look at all those.
He's an old man.
Yeah, it updates every minute. All right, let's go.
Edward
I'm not seeing
Navarez,
enough movement.
King
I'm not
Frog,
seeing enough
Derek
movement.
2, Sith Lord.
Old Man Mob is taking over the second place spot on the top fan, by the way.
Birthday boy, Tosobi.
Is our top fan right now. I'm not seeing enough movement. Spam those me's.
Spam it.
Spam those me's. Let's see if I can get another update.
Oh, I forgot.
No update yet. Spam those me's.
Let me find it.
Spam those me's. Spam those me's.
Last week, Tosobi sent me a picture of their setup.
Let's go. That's sick.
That was sick. I forgot about that after we went off. That was sick, Tosobi. Shout out to you.
Spam those me's. Let's see if I got an update. 1,094. Not
Keep it
seeing
coming.
enough movement.
Keep it coming.
Not seeing
Keep
enough
it coming.
movement.
Be the real one. Spam the chat. Spam it up. The Patriots, I don't want to say they're going undefeated in the preseason.
Which player are they most excited to see in the preseason?
It's got to be TreVeyon. It's always TreVeyon. We'll be the rookie of the year, Kawhi.
Or you. For you, it's Efton Chisholm.
Oh, I love seeing the small.
Wes Welker light.
Yeah. Julian Edelman. Wes Welker, I got a vendetta against him.
All right, Julian Edelman light.
I see you, Gino and Joseph. Shout out to you.
Let's go. Let's go.
He
Let's
says
go.
He's a Knicks fan. Shout out to the Knicks. You guys know. You guys can hate me for it if you want.
So we beat our chat rate record of the day with 164 in a minute. So I want to see where. Did we get an update?
I got you, Gino.
1,258. 1,258.
That's pretty good.
That's respectable.
You know what that tells me? We should have just spam in the chat during the whole entire show.
I mean, they have the power to do that. They could spam the entire show if they wanted to. They only do when we ask them to, which is great. But we need to have a leader, give them direction. Because we're in the middle of segments, we can't tell them.
We cannot tell them.
We can't yell at them like you just did.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the cut talking about
spam those me's.
Spam, yeah, we're in the middle. Patriots,
I'm not seeing
Vikings,
enough movement.
Takeaways. Drake Maye looked good. Stefon Diggs looked incredible. Hey, spam your me's.
I'm not seeing enough me's. Spam those me's.
You should start dropping Easter eggs in some of the graphics, stack graphics.
Spam me.
Spam me.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. The chat rate's still going. They're trying to make a push here.
They're making a push.
Let's see. 1,406.
See?
1,406. I think we're going to get another 100 as well.
Smith Crabe says, did the Patriots win? They won practice.
They won practice. Moral victories today.
I don't care what anybody says. They won that practice.
Oh, dude. The propaganda masters over there are talking all that crap about, oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yep. No.
The Mets game is delayed.
Red Sox playing in a dome tonight.
Who are they playing? Who the Red Sox
The
playing?
Houston Astros. 1-1 in the series. Rubber match tonight. Getaway day.
Why didn't you go to the game?
Because I'm here for the people for Patriots Today, brother. I also was supposed to have jury duty today. That didn't happen.
Yeah, your jury duty got canceled.
1,565. Honestly, we high-key, low-key could get there.
We could do it.
We're not leaving until we get there.
Not leaving? I got to post this short. I will never get jury duty in Texas because I still don't have a Texas ID.
Dude, you cannot. Dude, we're live right now.
What?
These are things you should not be saying live.
Texas government's
Always. You
That's
never
illegal?
know. I think if you got pulled over, someone would say something.
I don't drive.
Well, it's just a concept. Tosobi!
Tosobi!
Let's go.
Coming in with a $2
Let's
super
go,
chat.
Tosobi. Let's go.
Great news.
I'm seeing
Let's
some
bring
more
that up.
movement. I'm seeing some more movement.
Yeah, F the
Oh!
Saints and F the Vikings.
We are at 1,700 chats.
Keep them coming. King Frog coming in with a $2 super
Oh,
chat.
look at these.
Yell at you? I can get loud. I can get loud.
People sending in super chats for you to yell at them is crazy.
Yell at me, please. Where is the Vikings still over there?
No, they're done. They've already cut the.
Suck it, Dilly.
They've already done their cuts. Relax. Don't yell at Dylan. It's not his fault.
Skull Dilly?
Don't yell at...
That's the nickname.
Don't yell at Shy Riz Dilly. Don't do that. It should be there in a second. There they are. So we got 2 of them.
Got 2 of them.
There's Tasobi's.
Vikings
Let's go.
Are terrible.
Great news.
Great news. And it comes in $2 in euros.
Well, it's not $2, just €2. $2 in euros.
I do not know the transaction.
It's close.
I know pounds.
We just lost 200 chat messages. That doesn't make any sense.
What?
I don't know. It's got to... Let me update it again.
Oh, Gino and Joseph.
Oh,
Schedule comes out tomorrow.
We're 30 chats away. 30 chats away. 1772.
And then the first prime game for you guys, for the people in the chat, the first NBA prime game is Celtics-Knicks.
Go New York, go New York, go.
You don't want to say that, Jack.
Boo.
No, you don't.
No, I'm a Celtics fan. I'm the only one in here that's a full New England Boston sports fan.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, unless you're not. I know for a fact you aren't.
Oh!
Live your day positive.
Live your day positive.
Let's go. I'm glad we stayed live. Look at this.
Good move. King Frog, yell at me, please.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I want my $2. All of you guys are getting, everybody who super chats right now, I'm putting you in.
Just give them all the raffle tickets.
Yeah, I'm giving you all the raffle tickets.
All the raffle tickets.
So King Frog, two raffle tickets.
1,800 chats on the dot.
Boom. And then
Good job, folks. That was crazy. We were at less than 1,000.
That was a 28-3 type comeback.
That was 28-3 right there.
It's also I'm choosing
I was like,
Malcolm
there
Butler.
is no way. I was like, there's no way we're getting to 1,800.
JR, I do think he's gonna. I want to say he's gonna play. He says he could play right now. I don't know if he's going to play. This first game. Why didn't? There we go. I was so confused. Live your day positive. Coming in with a $10 super chat. Is that Juice WRLD? R.I.P. My second favorite rapper of all time. Do you guys think the Patriots have a playoff chance this year? I was curious about that. Yes. I have them going 10-7, and the schedule is cakewalk. And if you look, you have your division winners. Oh, I have Juice WRLD's my favorite rapper. Well, second favorite. Uzi's my favorite rapper of all time. Lil Uzi. But if you have obviously the Chiefs, I think. Maybe the Broncos could win the division. I'll be honest. I think the Bills are winning. Sorry. Then you have the AFC South, which is the Texans. And no other team from the AFC South will be making the playoffs because they suck. I'm going to go with the Ravens. So that's 4 teams. So then you have the Bengals, because I think the Bengals could win. But if the Patriots do beat the Bengals, that's a big one. So that'd be 5. That'd be 5. Then you have 6. Sorry, I can't do math. Yep. And then the Broncos at 6. So then you have your 7th spot open. And that could either be the Bengals. That could be the Steelers, or it could be the Chargers. That's all I think. I think the Patriots are going to easily be better than the Dolphins. I think the Patriots are easily going to be better than the Jets. And the Patriots are going to be better than the Titans, the Colts, the Jags. So all you have to is just beat out the Chargers. And the Chargers always choke. King Frog with a $5 super chat. That's a W. W for King Frog. And the top fans are completely changing. The Bills always choke too, but yeah, they're postseason chokers. They don't choke in the regular season. They beat the Chiefs in the regular season multiple times. Patriots friend from Iowa. Did you, King Frog, Did you see the NASCAR race out in Iowa 2 weeks ago? Exactly. The regular season doesn't matter. It's not. But King Frog, $5 super chat. I'm giving you 5 raffle tickets. Everybody that super chatted today, because they came in late, every single person is getting a raffle ticket to get a chance to win a Patriots jersey at the end of the month. What the next mock for Pats? Do you think Henderson could score a kick return again? Oh, 100%. It's going to happen. King Frog said he saw the highlights. Decent race. Decent race. Shout out William Byron. $1,900. You guys are real ones. We got to 19. Next force, Diggs getting that Bills revenge 3 times this season, 1 in the playoffs. I hope so. Donnie Warren spamming me. Just saw the double rainbow. Signed Pats could be close to a 7th title. Change the rules. What rules? Because they've changed a ton of rules in the last 20 years. Oh, 100% Gino. 100% Gino Joseph. Big Dale Jr. fan for the longest time. I was a fan of the Eminem car with Elliott Sadler. No one knows about that one from the early 2000s. No one knows about that one. But for all you guys are in the raffle. We got $22 in Super Chats tonight, which is awesome. Awesome. All came at the end of the show. But if you're still here, you probably like what you see. So you should subscribe to the channel. And we will be live at noon Eastern for Patriots against Vikings. Make sure you subscribe.
Real quick before we get out of here, shout out to Andrew. First live show producing.
Shout out to Andrew.
Everyone spam Andrew in the chat.
Shout out to Andrew.
Everyone spam Andrew in the chat. His first live show producing.
Live show, and it went great.
And it went fantastic.
Smooth, no problems whatsoever.
Is there anything you want to say, Andrew?
I would like to say thank you to the real ones for supporting me on my first live show. Unfortunately, I'm not a Pats fan. I'm a Giants fan.
You don't got to tell them that. You can lie.
Thanks, Nesford. There's a Giants and Knicks fan in the chat right now. Gino and Joseph, you'll be seeing Andrew a lot on Giants and Knicks now.
Oh! Jamie Orlando with a 20.
Roy Keats, shout out to you. Subscribe.
And King Frog.
King Frog.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's getting crazy up here. We're almost to $50.
I can't leave now. We got to go over these.
No, yeah, we ain't leaving. We ain't effing leaving.
We ain't leaving.
Let's go.
Thammer, you have every right to hate them. Don't we all? The crazy part is...
they're like the scum of the earth.
Jamie Orlando coming with a $20 super chat. Great coverage all preseason.
Let's go, Jamie. That's awesome.
That's awesome. And then we got King Frog coming in. LFG to Andrew. There we go. I saw someone ask if you guys are covering, or am I covering tomorrow's practice? I'll have a video out for you guys. Video out tomorrow about tomorrow's practice. Try to get a video out for you guys every single day. I do. Yeah, that's not a try. Well, I do try. I came in here on my day off on Sunday to give you guys a video. Oh, my God. Oh! $30 super chat from Live Your Day Positive. You guys are awesome. This is the end of the show.
Live your day. Live your day. We're gonna be live on Saturday. If you want to come chill and
come join. Come join
us. Like we're gonna be partying. We're gonna have a super chat menu. We're gonna be chilling. It's gonna be a good day.
We're gonna be having some fun. But I will say, I was going to say, the crazy part is, I don't like Eli. I hate Peyton Manning. I can't stand Peyton. I still hate Peyton more. But live your day positive. $30 super chat coming in. Shout out to you. Shout out to the profile pic. I could sing Lucid Dreams right now, or I could sing Lean With Me. Well, I've done it on other shows. Because during the watch parties, during the basketball season, we had Alper karaoke on one of them. And I did We Will Rock You pretty well. What do you guys think about Drake Maye? Do you think he's a future Hall of Famer? It's too early to say future Hall of Famer, but I say he's a franchise quarterback. I think that Drake Maye is going to literally be I think he's going to be a top 12 quarterback. I think he's just going to get better. And I see, Andrew, you're helping me out here. Look at the stats he did. Look at the stats he did today. 70-yard to Henderson, 50-yard to Hollins, 25-yard to Pop, 30-yard touchdown to Booty. May equals Bledsoe. That's not a bad comparison. I wasn't alive for the Bledsoe era. Well, I was. I was born in 97. I kind of missed out on the entire Bledsoe era. I mean, I was alive. I just wasn't coherent. So 2000 I missed. 75 yards total from Drake Maye. That's nice. I mean, he had more. That's just some of the highlight plays. Oh yeah, we're good now. We hit our goal. Yeah, I've watched highlights of Bledsoe Nest Force. I've gotten up on my Patriots history throughout. The next Sebastian Vollmer. Of course you would say that to Sobe. Little connection there? Little connection? Oh, our top landscape. Tosobi's still one of the top fans because it's the birthday. Yeah, I was saying it's a birthday. He's still top fan of the stream. It's a birthday. I'll tell him that. I know, but I'm saying it in our eyes, in our hearts. He's not top 3 though. He's not top 3. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, I see more than 150. Jack, you may be on to something. Where Jack was right. Live your day positive. Making my day completely positive. Shout out to you guys. Alrighty. Andrew, if you don't mind bringing up, just letting them know when we'll be live again. That little weigh-in before we get on out of here. Because we got a fun time. This was a fun. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I know Gino and Joseph. I know. You got to talk. You have to. I mean, if I was you, I would do the same thing. I would do the same exact thing. No, I totally agree. I like to talk trash way too much. Way too much. It bites me in the ass, but it happens. We will be live, though, Saturday for Patriots-Vikings at noon Eastern. You're not going to want to miss it, people. You are not going to want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on your notifications because I'm not going to lie, on Saturday, I forgot there were games at noon. I forgot. And I totally didn't realize that they were going early. So make sure you turn on your notifications because if you don't, you might not know that we're going live. So make sure you hit that sub button, turn on your notifications. We will see you guys on Saturday, Patriots-Vikings. So let's go, Pats.